D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So, Disney has had a lot of villains throughout its history, and personally, I like the villains usually the most. I gravitate to the bad guy. I think a lot of people do. They're just so great, and they've got so much personality, and yet, why do they do bad things? Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know, sometimes it's a stupid reason, sometimes it's a totally good reason, sometimes it's a reason that you're like, I can kind of get behind. But for this, I've taken all of them, and there's a lot of villains. There's like 33 so far, and I have taken the time to go through all of them and figure out which ones are my top 10. Now, here are the list of the ones that didn't make the top 10, because I'm not going to go through all 33 of them. I'm just going to go through the top 10 and explain why I like them so much and why they are where they are. But here are a lot of great villains in this list that didn't make up the top 10 list. So, let's get started. So, coming in at number 10 is Lady Tremaine from Cinderella. I love Lady Tremaine. She's a total bitch. I mean, she has two ugly daughters, and instead of being kind to a girl that lost her father, she's totally taking the selfish route and just being like, woe is me, but I need to think about these two girls that are actually my kids, not this one that's not my kid. So she's just a total dick to Cinderella for, in my opinion, no reason. Like, I really feel like she could have been nicer to Cinderella, because Cinderella really did deserve it. She was a really great person, even though she was being treated like trash. So coming in number 9 is Queen Grimhilde. I think that's how you say its name, from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, the reason I like this villain is she's not very complex, but she is just crazy because she wants to kill Snow White because she's prettier than her. That's her straight up goal in this movie. Like, hey, this young girl is prettier than me, kill her. Like, come on. Like, what is that nonsense? I mean, obviously, you're not going to be the prettiest person forever, so you're just mad because this youngin is coming in and taking your spot. Like, come on, like just step aside. It's fine. Coming in number 8 is Sid Phillips from Toy Story. Now, I love Toy Story. When this movie first came out, I was a huge Toy Story fan. I had, like, toys and all that nonsense. I think it came out when I was, like, in the 4th or 5th grade or whatnot. And I just really love it. But Sid was kind of the reason I like Sid is because everybody said he was like evil, but who hasn't messed around with their toys? Like, if I ever had a broken toy or I had 2 broken toys, I would just like glue them together and just make another toy. And like necessarily he wasn't like evil, but he was just a kid that didn't know any better. Plus, I kind of think he was a product of the way he was raised. I mean, his parents weren't exactly paying attention to him. I mean, his dad was kind of a drunk, and his mom was just very off on her own, doing her own thing. So I'm pretty sure he didn't have the parenting that he should have to develop the skills to be a decent human being. So, coming in number 7 is Yozma from The Emperor's New Groove. Now, if you don't love Yozma, what is your problem? I mean, she's so great. She has so many iconic lines. Conk, pull the lever. Wrong lever. So funny. I mean, she's so great, and she's such a great villain. Like, her whole thing is like, I want to be queen, but I can't because I got this emperor that's like, he's like useless and everything. So it's just so great. So coming in at number 6 is Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Now, I like Gaston a lot. He's such a jerk, and he's so, look at me, but yet he's like, I'm pretty, I need the prettiest girl. So, and I love that about him. And he has such a great song in that movie, and a crazy death scene. When he falls to his death, you can see the skulls in his eyes and everything. And small little fun fact, his original death in the movie was supposed to be that he falls, doesn't die, but those wolves that come in, they attack him and they just like rip him apart. Kind of like how Scar dies, but it's Gaston instead of Scar, and it's wolves instead of hyenas. I know, it's pretty crazy, but they ended up not doing that. Next on my list is, coming in at number 5, is Hades from Hercules. Now, first off, I love Greek mythology. Even though this movie doesn't keep to Greek mythology all that great, it's still great to see it as a cartoon. And I like Hades a lot. I think that in this movie, he's such a fun bad guy. He's all like, I just want to take over Mount Olympus, and I want to be the king of the gods. And you're all, first off, what's so wrong with the underworld? I mean, granted, he's surrounded by ghosts and stuff, but he's the king of his own realm and everything. So, I mean, you know, you got that going for you. All right, coming in at number 4 is Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Now, I love Ursula. She's got a great song in her movie. And, I mean, she's just basically like, she's like, I want this kingdom and everything. And I'm going to mess with this princess to get it. And I think that she's just great. I mean, if you don't like Ursula, what's wrong with you? Coming in at number 3 is Jafar from Aladdin. Now, I like Jafar. He was okay in the live-action movie, but I did like him. I love him in the cartoon. I love when he becomes that big snake and everything, and he's all like, oh, you want to see a snake? I'll show you a snake. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exact words. And then he turns that big snake, and then at the end, he turns into that big, awesome-looking genie. I mean, he was crazy-looking cool and everything, but then eventually he just gets sucked back into that black bottle, which is, it was just fun and everything. So I do love Jafar, Prince Abubu and everything. So coming in at number 2 is Scar. I love Scar. Ooh, he's on my shirt. He's on my shirt. He is such a great bad guy. He kills his own brother. Like, I mean, come on. He sets up that whole thing, and then he's just like, he just like throws him off the thing. It's so good. I mean, it's sad, but it's good. And I really love Scar. You know, he's such a great bad guy. And so coming in at number 1, if you didn't guess it, it is Maleficent. I've always loved Maleficent. She is a straight up boss bitch. She gets pissed off because she didn't get invited to a party. So she's like, all right, you don't want to invite me to this party? Fine, I'm going to curse your daughter with death. And the only thing that stops the kid from death is the last fairy's wish and everything. But she's all like straight up like, oh, I didn't go, thanks for the invite, death on you, and everything's so good. So good. That's like crazy boss bitch. So this is my top 10 for villains of the Disney universe or whatnot. What did you guys think of my top 10 bad guys and my ranking? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What's your ranking down below? Give me your top 10 or give me all 33, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and leave those comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will check you guys later. Bye! Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, join me every Thursday where you can check out ranks and reviews, videos just like this.